Question 4 is as follows. There is curves A and C. Figure 1 shows a sketch of the curve C with the equation y equals 1 over x plus 1, where x is not equal to 0. The curve C crosses the x-axis at point A, which is that point. State the x-coordinate of point A. So we need to find the x-coordinate of that point based on this equation. The curve D has the equation y equals x squared x minus 2 brackets for all the real values of x. A copy of figure 1 is shown on page 7. On this copy, sketch a graph of curve D, and there is the graph. Okay, show on the sketch the coordinates of each point where D crosses the coordinate axis. Using your sketch, state with a reason the number of real solutions to the equation x squared brackets x minus 2 equals 1 over x plus x. Okay, now I've copied that question to here, which means I can start recording. In fact, I've already started recording. So here is the question. So we've got the curve C, which is that one, and curve A, which is that one, and we want to find that point. So basically the equation is this one here, and it's as follows: y equals 1 divided by x plus 1, where x is not equal to 0, because if x becomes 0, then 1 divided by 0 is infinity. Infinity plus 1 is infinity, so y goes to infinity. Okay, so when x is 0, which is y, it's an asymptote, so it keeps going this way. Okay, but we know that at this point A, okay, the coordinate for y is 0, so y is 0 at that point, which means 0 equals 1 over x plus 1. Okay, if you multiply throughout by x, you get 0 equals 1 plus x, which means minus 1 equals x, which means x equals minus 1. Okay, so the x coordinate at point A is minus 1. So x is minus 1, y is 0 at that point. Now the curve D has equation y equals x squared x minus 2 for all real values of x. A copy of figure 1 is shown on page 7, so I've put it here, but I think I can actually bring it closer. Let's try that. Let's bring this one here. Everything is moving. Okay, we'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it there. Okay, so there it is in this corner. Show on the sketch the coordinates for each point where D crosses the coordinate axis. So if I've got y equals x squared brackets x minus 2, okay, I've got to look at that equation and realize that if we make x equal to 2, then that becomes 2, take away 2 is 0. Okay, so let's just draw a little triangle here, in fact a little table. So when x is 2, then y is 0. Okay, also when x is 0, because if that is 0, it means that 0 times that is 0, so 0, 0. Okay, so those are the 2 points. So sketch on the graph the coordinates of each point where the curve crosses the x coordinate, where it crosses the coordinates. So already we know that this point is minus 1, because that's minus 1, 0. Okay, so now we also know that is going to cross when x is 2 and y is 0, xy. Okay, if that is 1, that is minus 1, then this is likely to be 1, and that's likely to be 2. So let's call that 1, let's call that 2. So at this point, when x is 2 and y is 0, okay, it's going to cross. And also at 0, 0, it's going to cross. Okay, so now we need to find out what's happening at 1. So when x is 1, so let's say that x is 1, or let's put the 1 here, then that becomes 1 minus 2 is minus 1, and that's 1, so it means y is minus 1. So when x is 1, y, say this is minus 1, it's going to be minus 1, so it's going to be somewhere here. Okay, if we put x is say 1.5, then we've got 1.5 minus 2, which is minus 0.5 times 1.5. Let's put the 1.5 at the top and multiply here. So that's 75. 2 decimals is going to be 0. But it's a negative. So when it's here, it's a negative, and it's somewhere there, which means it's doing that. So basically, what's happening here is that the curve is going something like this. Okay, that is the general shape of the curve. Now the last question is, using your sketch, state, given a reason, the number of real solutions to the equation this. Now if you look at this equation, this part of the equation is coming from here, and this part of the equation is coming from there. So basically, we look at how many points are crossing. Let's use yellow this time. How many points are crossing the two graphs? That's not very clear. Maybe red is the color. So here and here is where the solutions are. Okay, so the answer to that is 2. And that's the question done. So I will see you in question 5. Thank you for watching.